I'm going to start this video off by saying thank you to my first gold level sponsor, Above Par Barbecue. They are located at 12967 Highway 51 in beautiful Tahlequah, Oklahoma. They are open Wednesday through Saturday, 10:30 until they sell out of meat. It's a short drive for a hole-in-one. The last video, I kind of left you on a cliffhanger. Did I fight the security guard or did I not? Well, I sized him up. He was taller than me, armed, and he looked capable. I considered the hard way. I was tired of fighting to be sane. I thought I could take him, but I went peacefully. They did not have a room for me at the VA, so I went to the Tulsa County inpatient for a night, then went back to the VA. This time I was given a different diagnosis. I was bipolar, labeled by a physician's assistant on the weekend, and it stuck. They prescribed me lithium, and once again, it failed. I also found out later on that they didn't monitor it the way they were supposed to. So at the next appointment, I was taken off of it. And for many years, I didn't take any medication, with varying success. Instead of healing from pharmacology, I just roughed it. I thought to myself, I'm smart enough to do this. I can manage this PTSD without any medication. So I self-medicated. I tried raising chickens, training and riding horses. No help. But fun and delicious. The chickens, not the horses. I feared my rage, so I got fat and weak. Maybe that would stop the runaway train that is me. I tried gardening, great food, no help. I tried hunting. I panicked going to the stand and could not do but only evening hunts. Great food, no help. I tried making wine. I'm really good at crafting. Things, food, wine, woodworking, it just covered the pain and panic with busyness. The busyness did put a band-aid on the pain. So did drinking the wine. That backfired a few years later. I was sick of being fat and weak, so I wanted to get in shape. The problem was I would break down and panic every time I went for a walk. I decided one day to take my young dog Zeus with me. It was like the panic cleared. I could walk as long as I wanted, no issues. I had someone to protect. I could care less about me, but I needed to protect him. I built up my run to 20 miles a day, my boxer in tow. That was until his hips gave out. No one to protect, I stopped walking. Over the years of trying to cope, I was so destructive. One front door kicked in because I left the keys inside, locking myself out. 3 to 4 laptops who quit cooperating with me, so I smashed them beyond retrieving data. One weed whacker that would not start, so it was a baseball bat against every tree I had until I was holding a bent tube. One chainsaw that got a good body slam from as high as I could reach all the way to the ground. One particular rage bout destroyed the dining room table and all but one of the chairs. I'm not proud of anything that I'd done during those times. It's horrible. All of this happened between 2006 to about 2015, the early portion of it. That is 9 years of suffering, and I've just begun. Now we're at November 11, 2015, Veterans Day. I'm still making wine, and I'd made a persimmon wine. It didn't turn out well. It was kind of a weak flavor. I took it and did a cold distillation process. It made it ridiculously sweet and really strong. It was ice cold, and I was missing the guys I had lost to themselves. I got out my engineer shot glass I got from my last engineer ball. I took my bottle and toasted all of them, plus some. I have tried to cover my sorrows and pain with alcohol, but my body does not agree with it. I don't know how to explain it. Still that night, I tried. I tried hard. Late into the night, and I'm crying. Crying for them, crying because I was tired of it all. Nothing is helping. I began to beg my wife Shannon to just put me out of my misery. She called my sister and brother for help. I don't remember much of that night. Snapshots of me begging each of my siblings to just shoot me. When I woke up in the morning, I knew I needed to stop isolating, to do more searching for help. What came to mind? A motorcycle, of course. Well, Sons of Anarchy, really. I hoped I would love riding and it would help. It did. My wife was more excited about it than I was. The next solution, I feel, was obvious. If you enjoy golf, you join a golf club. If you ride, you join a motorcycle club. I found a local veteran motorcycle club and gave it my best. For me, it emphasized my worst instincts. I got out of that and was lost again. I knew I needed brotherhood, but drinking as a sport was not for me. I tried it, it was just not my thing. I had to get in shape. I wanted one more run at fitness, so I started lifting heavy and hitting a heavy bag. I was now lifting to cover my pain. Because I'm old, I was using Motrin to help me sleep. It was right around this time that I just felt like I needed to do something different too. Riding had helped, but it wasn't perfect. Lifting was good, but it wasn't perfect either. I was listening to really heavy music and just getting so angry to lift, just pushing up weight with my adrenaline response and feeling terrible about it. When I was younger, up through high school, I had always attended church and loved contemporary Christian music. I would say it was more of a funny experiment than anything serious, but I thought, I wonder if I could lift heavy and still listen to contemporary Christian music. Come to find out, I could. I could listen to easy Christian music and I could lift even heavier. My weights went up really, really high. See, I was just so sick of being angry all the time, and the rage music lifting didn't help any, just made it worse. It just made me want to be even more violent, even more angry. Just like golfing turns into a golf club and motorcycle riding turns into a motorcycle club, listening to contemporary Christian music turned into me reading my Bible. Reading my Bible for the first time in I don't know how long, probably 7 years. The entire time I was in the Army, and after I got out, up until where I just did the same thing I did with the guy on the roof. I just envisioned hurting everybody in the church. I quit trying to go to church. I quit reading my Bible. I quit caring anything about that and just tried to survive. And I thought this time would be different. I really enjoyed listening to it. I really started getting stuff out of reading my Bible. It was just different. But then the stomach pain hit. I later figured out what destroyed my stomach, but I was in excruciating pain, and they gave me Zofran. My stomach began to hurt really bad, so I went to the ER to see if I could figure out what it was. Zofran is just a nausea medicine, but I don't tolerate it well. It spun me manic. Down I go again. This time, it was absolutely involuntary, the mania that I felt and the depression and anxiety that I discovered. This common nausea medicine did to me what none of the anti-anxiety medication could do, not even Ambien. It destroyed my mind. It made everything that I experienced before with PTSD seem like child's play. And that's where I'll leave it today. Until next time, never fight alone. Savage Rider, out. If you'd like to donate, here are 3 QR codes you can use to donate. If not, you can check the description and you'll find a link to mightyoaks.org.